All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're figuring out how you can actually use AI to save time, seriously boost your productivity, and frankly, completely reinvent your life. We're basing this off some absolutely incredible insights from the conversation between Mel Robbins and AI expert Alli Miller. We're going to look at how this tech can literally act like an extension of yourself, opening your eyes to totally new options and helping you become the person you've always wanted to be. Sound good? Let's get into it. So look, we are right in the middle of this massive technological shift, right? And these systems, they're more accessible than ever. But there is a pretty glaring issue right now. Women are currently adopting AI 25% less than men. That means millions of people are running a real risk of getting left behind. So our big goal here is to totally shift your perspective. We want you to stop seeing AI as a source of anxiety and start seeing it as this profound source of agency. And to take the overwhelm out of all this, here's our roadmap for today's explainer. We're going to cover demystifying generative AI, the AI benefit mindset, the 4 interaction modes, the golden rule of context, overcoming AI anxiety, and finally, how to start your AI journey. Let's do this. Starting with section 1, demystifying generative AI. Let's kick things off by just stripping away all that intimidating tech jargon. What are we actually dealing with here? At its core, generative AI is not some robotic overlord coming to take over the world, I promise. It's really just a highly capable system that recognizes massive data patterns all across the internet. And it uses those patterns to generate brand new, genuinely useful things for you. It isn't just copying and pasting from Wikipedia. It looks at how information relates and uses that incredible pattern recognition to generate net new text, action plans, or images. It's basically the ultimate brainstorming partner. Moving on to section 2, the AI benefit mindset. You really have to stop thinking of AI as just a faster Google search. Think about planning a family vacation. The old way means manually Googling flights from Boston to Atlanta, filtering out layovers, checking your points, and doing all that heavy lifting yourself. It's exhausting. But the new way? You just feed an AI all your complex, messy family variables. You tell it you want somewhere warm, you mention your son's strawberry allergy, your daughter's sudden obsession with yoga, and bam, it instantly acts as your co-pilot, crunching all that data to hand you a completely tailored action plan and itinerary. So the really crucial point here is that AI delivers value across 3 distinct tiers. First up, doing your current tasks faster, like finally summarizing that massive article or drafting a tricky email. Second, doing things better. Imagine asking AI to play devil's advocate and brainstorm 5 hidden risks to your new business plan. But that third tier? Oh man, that is where the magic happens. Doing net new things you honestly never thought possible. For instance, a total non-coder actually built her own custom mahjong training app using AI, just so she could practice on the subway and bond with her new friends. She created entirely new value in her life. How cool is that? All right, let's hit section 3, the 4 interaction modes. This is how you actually use AI day to day. Most folks are stuck on step 1, so lean in here. This is going to give you a massive advantage. There's this brilliant matrix of AI utility you need to understand. You can use it as a microtasker for quick organization, right? Like creating a super complex meal plan for 20 people with a million different dietary restrictions. Or you can use it as a real-time companion by opening up a live video feed. Say you scan the shelves at a board game bar, and the AI instantly helps you pick a 45-minute game perfect for 2 people. Then you got the delegate mode, where you hand off a 20-minute chore, like building a whole chemistry lesson plan and spreadsheet, while you go get up a coffee. Or, scaling up to the enterprise level, it acts as a teammate, automatically reading through Google Drives to send status check-in reports to your entire remote team. Let's actually zoom in on that real-time companion mode for a second, because it is literally a game changer. Imagine opening a live video chat with your AI and just pointing your camera at your open fridge and pantry. It can look at your random ingredients, tell you exactly what you can cook right now, and then generate a perfectly organized list of what you're missing for your next grocery run. Talk about saving hours of meal prep anxiety and preventing food waste. It's just acting as this incredibly intelligent guide right there in your physical space. Which brings us perfectly to section 4, the golden rule, context. If you want those amazing results, you have to give the system the right fuel. So what do you think is the single biggest mistake people make when they type those first few messages into an AI? Well, the answer is pretty simple. They do not bring in enough context. They just type out, plan me a family vacation, or help me organize my apartment. And honestly, that gives the system absolutely nothing to work with. Expert Alli Miller highlights that you really need a structured approach here. Always use this three-step perfect prompt formula. Number 1, tell the AI exactly who you are. Number 2, tell it what you are trying to do. And number 3, this is the big one, provide all your messy, specific history, context, and constraints. Tell it what you've already tried, what you're afraid of, and what a successful outcome actually looks like for your unique situation.
For example, say you're outfitting an empty apartment. Don't just type "decorate my room." Tell the AI your exact tight budget. Tell it your square footage. Spill all your specific fears, like having zero storage for your board games, or your anxiety that guests are going to see your unmade bed. You can even instruct the AI to scour the internet to find you a black and gold watch, or a very specific couch under $50. Just watch it act as your incredibly detailed personal shopper, totally respecting all of your unique, highly personal parameters.
All right, Section 5, Overcoming AI Anxiety. It is completely normal to feel a bit overwhelmed by all this, but we really need to separate the facts from the fiction.
Look, a lot of people are understandably terrified about job security, but the crucial reframe you need to remember is this. AI isn't coming for your job, it's going to become a part of your job. It's just like the transition to using a calculator or a personal computer. Every job out there, from a marketing manager to legal and finance, will eventually be AI supported. The knowledge workers who refuse to learn this tool, they're the ones who will be at a massive disadvantage.
And let's look at the reality of AI accuracy for a second. You've probably heard stories of AI hallucinating or just making things up. And yeah, because these systems are designed to be helpful rather than just saying, I don't know, they do sometimes guess. But despite those valid fears, top models today are incredibly accurate, with the hallucination rate down to about 1%. You're getting outputs that routinely outperform PhDs. Plus, you can always just ask the AI to cite its internet sources so you can verify the facts yourself. Now, if you're concerned about the environmental impact of these massive data centers, which, by the way, is a very valid concern, it's fascinating to put the numbers into perspective. Did you know that streaming a video on a platform like Netflix for an hour uses over 4 times the energy of an hour-long AI chat? Yeah, crazy, right? So swapping out a little bit of binge-watching time for a productive AI brainstorming session might actually be a positive trade-off for your carbon footprint. However, the real danger here isn't the technology itself, it's our behavior. As Alli Miller points out, urgency creates toxicity. Waiting until the absolute last minute creates a panic, and that panic leads us to lazily offload our thinking and writing to AI instead of using it properly. We absolutely shouldn't be using it to write a heartfelt wedding speech 5 minutes before the ceremony. We should use it to eliminate our busy work throughout the week so we actually have more time to inject our own genuine creativity, heart, and empathy into our lives. Which leads us to our final section. Section 6, Start Your AI Journey. This is about how you can get your feet wet right now. You do not need to be an expert to see immediate value here. You really don't have to be a tech executive to use this stuff. Just look at these everyday scenarios. You can literally turn on the voice dictation on your phone while you're sitting at the hair salon and ask AI to interview you to prepare for a difficult conversation. You can feed it your resume and ask it to identify your specific skill gaps for a career pivot. If you're a busy caregiver, use it to automatically summarize that overwhelming flood of weekly school emails. Or hey, if you're up at 2 a.m. with a wild business idea, open a voice chat and ask it to play devil's advocate. I highly recommend keeping this concept on a sticky note right on your desk. Don't just use AI as a faster Google. Use it as a prosthesis for your own personal reinvention. Alli Miller actually built a custom prompt to reframe her stressful situations. Whenever she feels anxious, she feeds her worries into the AI, and it gives her a motivational reframe based entirely on her past successes, completely rewiring how her brain processes stress. You can literally use this technology to help break through your own limiting beliefs. So, the big takeaway is this. The barrier to entry has completely dropped. The only thing holding you back now is taking that very first step. So to avoid getting left behind and to start expanding your own superpowers, what is your very first AI conversation going to be today? Pick a problem you've been avoiding, give the AI your absolute messiest context, and ask yourself, what happens when you finally stop acting like a search engine and start acting like a visionary?